Hi guys, welcome back to Parlons l'Anglais. Here is your English coach Glody Dibanzilwa. And today in the studio, I'm alone. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. If you are new, you can subscribe so as you cannot miss another video. So today we are going to talk about teaching the language versus teaching about the language. Myself, I am an English teacher. I've been teaching English for 7 years right now in a high school in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So I'm going just to give some tips, especially for English teachers, most of the English teachers who are living in DRC, so as they can cope well with the task. So by that, I'm going to talk about teaching the language and teaching about the language. By that, we are going to focus on teaching the language. What do we mean by teaching the language? By teaching the language, we mean so you are teaching just the structure of the language, but teaching the language means you are teaching the use of the language. This is what we are going to discuss in these short videos. By teaching about the language, by that you're just teaching learners the structure of the language, how the language functions. At the end, you will notice that your result will not be good. Your learners won't be able to speak English the way that you expect them to speak that language. But when you're teaching the language, you're teaching your learners how to use the language, and at the end you will notice that the result will be good. The results will be great. So your learners will be able to speak the language, and they will be also able to communicate with other people in that language. So we are going to learn some tips with you together, so as you can well organize your teaching practice. By that, I can mention an author that I often read so much, E.J. Hogg. So E.J. Hogg, in his book, he said something that I really appreciated. He said that we don't have to stop studying grammar. Because grammar also kills our teaching practice. Grammar rules kills so it doesn't enable us to speak the language the way we expect to speak. Because while you are focused on grammar, so you will not be able to speak fluently, because every single time you want to say something in English, so you will just be thinking about the rules of grammar, and you won't be fluent in your speaking practice. So what we have to do is we have to learn the language the way native speakers they learn their language. And by that, also from the book of E.J. Hogg I read, we have to learn to speak the language by ears. We have to listen to the way people they speak that language. By listening, if we are focused on listening practice, we'll notice that at the end, so we are going also to be able to speak the language the way that we expect to speak. We are going to be able to reach the level of fluent speakers. Now, you and I are going to learn some tips. So by that, I don't mean that the fact of learning or teaching the language, so doesn't exclude the teaching, so the structure of teaching grammar. But that we have to know how to teach grammar, and we have to teach grammar intuitively. Intuitively, you have to teach so yourself, the teacher who knows that I'm teaching grammar, but your learners won't know that they are learning grammar. So they have to know just they are learning the language, they are learning how the language functions. Let me give an example. You want to teach, for example, the simple present tense of verbs. You just say that I'm going to teach you daily activities. By that, you're telling pupils, that your pupils will be telling what they usually do. For example, I wake up. After waking up, I pray. After praying, I do this. After I take a bath, I do the laundry. So these are just things that your learners will improve your learners' skills. So you have to focus on the way to teach English intuitively. So as we said it previously, and also you not have to focus on rules of the language. So you just have to make your learners more interested about your lesson. So your lesson, you have to teach the grammar intuitively. So by that also, in this way, if you're doing like that, you are helping your learners to learn the language, but not to learn about the language. So this was just a simple or a short tip that I wanted to share with you. So if you really like the video, please subscribe if you are new, and you may also share it, so as I can also have many people to watch to this video, so also and many people also can take profit from this video. And if you like the video, also you may leave a thumbs up, and you will find in the script there is our link, and you may also contact me if you want to have more information about our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube channel. If you like the video, we are going to meet again next time. Goodbye.